I want you to imagine you're in a car, driving on the highway. Your sister's behind the wheel driving, and your sister is very polite. Not the best driver, but very, very socially conscious. And you do notice that she's doing about 85 on the highway, and you're a little uncomfortable when suddenly she gets a text. She may not be the best driver, but she is very polite. So, of course, she texts back. And another text comes in, and she texts again. And back and forth, back and forth. Suddenly, crash of glass, shattered metal. You wake up in the hospital 3 days later. The doctor looks down on you and says, "Son, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but you'll never move another muscle in your body again." And you feel your arms and your legs and your chest. Hey, they don't move. My arms, my head, my chest. Hey, help! I'm stuck. Help! And imagine that your friends come to visit, and your friends say those things that friends say when they don't know what to say. "Oh, you look terrible." "Thanks a lot. Not bad enough I gotta be stuck in here. You gotta tell me how bad I look?" Here's the question. Are you alive? You think, you feel, you remember, you certainly feel pretty upset when your friends say the things they say. So the question is, are you alive? Your body is effectively dead, certainly immobile. Are you alive? There was a book written by a man who was the editor of Elle magazine in France, and he was involved in just such an accident. He found himself in the hospital. He woke up locked in. Interestingly enough, he could move one muscle. He could blink his left eye. And the book, entitled The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, is the chronicle of his days, his weeks, his month in that state. He describes the nurses. Some were so kind and so sweet. When he called Attila the Hun, I think she rides on a broom at night. And the book explains what he was feeling and what he was experiencing in that state. So here's the question. That man in that state, was he alive? Well, if you're not sure yet, let's focus on one point. You see, that book that became a bestseller in France, that was translated into English, was written by that man in that state. In the morning, he would compose these sentences in the paragraph in his mind. In the afternoon, his secretary would stand at the foot of his bed, taking dictation, letter by painstaking letter, because he died in that state. And that book is an interesting example of the body effectively dead, yet the essence of I totally alive. And that's very relevant for us, because this temporary time on this planet, while I occupy this body, is short-lived. But I'm the one inside. I'm not the body. I'm the one inside the body. I'm housed inside this heavy coat, but the coat is taken off, and what I've shaped myself into, what I've made myself into, is what I am forever.